Hey folks, this is Kerry with 401k Dexter's here. As you can see, as I turn the camera around, it is Monday. And the only reason I know that is because I was watching the news this morning and they said it was Monday. And people were on the icy roads here in northeast Texas headed into work. It's funny because Linda and I occasionally forget what day of the week it is, being retired and not being on a set schedule, having to go into work or having to look forward to the weekends. But ran over to the kids' house. Their plane got canceled yesterday coming in from Chicago to the Dallas area. So they had to rebook and get on another plane flight today. But before they found out their flight was canceled, they had called and paid the kennel due bill, and I was on my way to pick the dogs up to take them home so that dogs could be there when they walked in. So now they're stuck in Chicago, and I had to go over and feed and let the dogs out this morning, and we'll do so again this afternoon before picking the kids up tonight at the airport. I was looking at some colors the other day and pointing out to Linda what I thought was a nice shade of brown, and she looked at me and said, "Kerry, that's green." I've got color blindness on the red-green spectrum, and people I've known have said, well, if you're colorblind red-green, then how can you tell what color the light is at a stoplight? And it's not that drastic of a color blindness. My color blindness affects me in that the shades that are close, I guess, on the color wheel seem to bleed over to one another. I have problems distinguishing greens from browns sometimes. Some blues look green, some greens look blue. But it kind of puts it in perspective is that I see colors, but it's in a slightly different hue or shade than other people see colors. That got me to thinking about retirement in general and how some people may see retirement as a different plan, a different set of activities than others. For instance, a couple of comments have been made on my page as well as others. I've noticed Joe Kuhn and a few others have commented that people are interested in knowing the details of your numbers. You know, how much money do you have in your 401k? How much money do you have in the bank? I've not shared those particular details just because that's private to me, and I really don't think that it's helpful to others in the sense of what someone has in their 401k or retirement savings may not be adequate for someone else, or maybe twice as much as they need. I know Dwayne over at Retire Early 500K, I think that's his YouTube channel. I know a lot of people that watch this channel also watch Dwayne, but he shares his numbers willingly, and he throws all of his savings accounts, his 401k accounts, and his YouTube earnings out there in the public space, and that's great. You know, kudos to Dwayne for sharing that type of information, and it's helped his channel grow tremendously. I think because many people are in that same area of savings between the, say, 500k to $1 million, and they're wondering if they can retire at all. You know, they hear the negativity on all the talk shows, the MSNBC or the Squawk Box, or listening to the pundits out there that say you have to have $3 million before you can retire. really comes down to what your budget and your finances look on a personal level, what your perspective is. I might have $8,000 a month expenses, and my retirement nest egg will have to look different than someone who has $4,000 a month expenses. My retirement may start off on a steep spend rate because we still have a mortgage that we're carrying. And until we move down to the homestead and sell this house and get out from underneath it, will we reduce that monthly spend rate. There's also other expenses that people have in retirement, a new car, or helping finance some of their kids' expenses. So just like my color blindness prevents me from seeing the exact same color that someone else sees, retirement's going to look different to a lot of different people. So instead of worrying about, okay, well, how much does Joe Kuhn have in the bank, and what is his monthly spend rate compared to what Kerry has in his 401k and savings, and what is his spend rate is. Zero in on your own particular expenses. JT's retirement countdown, he's commented a couple times on my channel, and he is starting a YouTube channel that documents his countdown to retirement next January. If you guys haven't checked him out, go ahead and go over there, give us a subscription to him, comment on his videos, give him a thumbs up, a like. He could use the support, but his emphasis on his channel is becoming debt-free, which is key. Lowering your expenses and becoming debt-free is key to enjoying a successful retirement. But there again, it goes back to how much money and what your budget is and your spend rate. So put things in perspective for your own particular retirement, and you guys stay warm, stay by the fireplace if you can, turn the heater on in the car on the commute to your crappy old job. You guys have a good one. 401k Dexters out.